My name is Grady, and my major is political science. And I chose the 5 questions from the prompt of the assignment of this discussion post. So let's jump into this. So if I were to choose a superpower, first thing that will come to my head is teleportation. Just like the over convenience of it, like I don't need to have my car and pay for my car insurance and stuff like that. So if I need to go to a destination and get a few things, I could just teleport just like that and get anything I need and get destination from A to B relatively quickly. Okay, moving on is the guilty pleasure question. If I were to think of a guilty pleasure, um, it'll probably just be watching reels all day and rotting in bed. If I were going to be completely honest. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty common guilty pleasure, but I feel like no one would admit that, so that is my guilty pleasure. Um, for a perfect world question, this one's kind of a pretty hard question to ask, as uh, in my belief, I don't think there can be a utopia or perfect world, as if you were to put the concept there where, let's say it's my perfect world and then somebody else has a perfect world, would they match together? And more likely than not, it would be different. It wouldn't be exactly the same. So, in my perfect world, maybe someone's imperfect world, and in a sense, if you do it collectively, it would probably that utopia would likely become a dystopia. I mean, there's like many movies, for examples, like I don't know, like Equilibrium. That's like one movie I can think of that has Christian Bale, um, or even Minority Report, which has the crime thing where they detect a crime before it even happens. So it's a very complex question, but um, I think collectively there can't be a utopia. So maybe that's like my conclusion to that. Maybe not satisfactory to everybody, but yeah. Um, Scariest thing I do for fun. Let's see. I guess one thing I would do is I typically would post online. So I guess it could be scary for certain people. I would say when it started, it was pretty scary, as you know, you're putting yourself out there, and your voice, your face, and all that, and the topics you share about. You know, it could have a sense of stage fright, and you could have a sense of embarrassment when you start. So I would say it's scary at first, but it's not as bad when you do it. Kind of right, kind of like a roller coaster ride. If I were to have an analogy to that, like it's kind of intimidating, but when you do it, it's not as bad. For the last question, what question do we have? Bumper sticker. I mean, I don't know. I If I were to have a bumper sticker, mm, I don't know. I just put like FGC or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of basic, but I don't know if I would be um, that interested in like putting any unique bumper stickers. Probably put like FGC School Spirit. So that is it, and yeah, thank you for watching.